find the right times to trade people. I think they did that with Adam Frazier, but I'm really second-guessing that with Josh Bell because as of right now, the two pitchers that they got back in that deal, Crow and the minor league player, have both really struggled this year.
Yeah, to your point, I think that's one of the things that when it comes to the Adam Frazier trade, I think that's one of the things I felt actually more confident about it because they traded him when his value was high as opposed to their value being low. And this is something I think I got to a discussion about on Twitter. With Andrew McCutchen, his trade value was low. Neil Walker, his trade value was low. Garrett Cole, his trade value was low. And these were guys that they all shipped out, and they really probably didn't get max return for it. Now, the Andrew McCutchen trade, Brian Reynolds is working out for the most part. Cal Crick, not so much. But the rest of those guys that were sent out is kind of like Josh Bell. Low trade value, kind of limited your ability to maximize your return. We could kind of go back and forth with the Garrett Cole trade because one guy from that trade turned into 4 from San Diego in the form of Joe Musgrove. But the theme that we keep coming back to is guys with low trade value getting shipped out and not getting max return.
Well, yeah, the Musgrove thing is interesting because, it looks like he's another one of these guys that's doing his best pitching post his Pirates career. He's been really good for San Diego this season. He's got an ERA, I think that's still below 3 as a matter of fact, one of the better ones in the National League. He takes the ball every fifth day. He's very dependable. And there were some glimpses of that late last year. The Pirates decided that it was a good time to trade him. And you're right, they did get quantity back in that deal. Bednar was part of that trade. But as far as what he did for the Pirates coming back for Garrett Cole, he was just okay. He was a middle-of-the-rotation starting pitcher, nothing more, nothing less. Moran can't stay healthy, and the other two players in that deal are already gone. So, you moved one of the best pitchers in all of baseball, and the best you got back is a guy, Joe Musgrove, that you've already flipped for guys who you're hoping and praying turn into good players.
Yeah, and the crazy part about it is the first half of that was Neil Huntington, the second half being Ben Cherington. And I like the second half of it more than I like the first half. I think they really got the most out of it. I kind of feel the way about the Joe Musgrove trade that I do that you mentioned about the Clay Holmes trade, that the Pirates got arguably the best hitter in AAA back for Clay Holmes, and they got another guy on top of that. Ben Cherington's found a way to really get, and maybe if it's not quantity as far as return, they managed to find some quality to slip in there as well.
Well, the Holmes thing, yeah. I mean, I would be shocked if he goes to New York and, blossoms into a back of the bullpen arm where he's setting up for them or he's closing games. I know he can get up the velocity, but the control problems and plus lefties just, annihilate him. And that's something that, if he's a right-handed pitcher, he's got to be able with the 3-batter rule to get both lefties and righties out, and he hasn't figured that out. So for the Pirates to get somebody that, completely crushed AAA pitching and is off so far to a very good start.
Very good start.
To me, that was giving up nothing, for potentially something in Park, who was blocked by the Yankees because they kind of had him pigeonholed as a quad A player who didn't really fit their big picture plans. So I loved that trade. Even if it doesn't work out, I don't think it's one that the Pirates are going to regret because I just don't see Clay Holmes having much of a future in New York.
Yeah, Clay Holmes, by the way, the last big bonus guy in that 2011 draft class for the Pirates from 10 years ago. So there's a nice little nugget in there. Got to go to a break, but before we do that, let's go to our tweet of the day, brought to you by Tri-State Office Furniture. This is from the Hall of Fame game. The NFL account saying Big Ben takes a photo with Peyton Manning's son. How cool is this? So a nice moment on the field there. One Hall of Famer being inducted this weekend, sharing some time with presumably a future Hall of Famer. We got to take a break. We'll be back in a few moments. Stick around.